First thing I'm going to read real quick is a letter that Gabe wanted me to read for him. Unfortunately, he can't be here, but I'm going to read a letter that he wrote for Dan and for everybody here. First and foremost, I would like to thank everyone for coming and to say their goodbyes. It's a goodbye for now, not forever. Man, I miss my dog. I feel lifeless now, like my heart is in heaven. My brother is as loyal as anyone can be. He is the most beautiful person I know. If he was here, he would just say, man, better not be doing all that crying stuff. He would take away all of this pain if he could, so none of us would have to feel any of it. I know he is my guardian angel and he will save me. I'm sorry, Daniel. I love you, little bro, until we meet again. So I wanted to go through a few fun little memories that I have with Dan or sisters that are close around your age. When you're younger, you guys argue a lot and you fight a lot, which me and him did. But because we were basically 2 years above, but as we got older, we got closer and around 17, and it sucks that it was only from like 17 to 25 that we were no more arguing and complaining. So I wish it would be longer than that, but you know, I guess it happens when you grow up with siblings closer to your age. And then so Dan, he dealt with a lot of depression and anxiety growing up, and as a kid, he wouldn't come out a lot and talk to people at family events at all, but once around graduation is when he started to really open up more to people and finally coming out of his shell and really talking to a bunch of his family and stuff like that. So I know he's very happy that you guys are all here with them today. As you know, he didn't get to grow up with a father, but when my mom and my dad were together, he always told me how he looked up to my dad as a father when my mom and dad were together. And even whenever they did get divorced, anytime my dad or granny or grandpa would come pick me up, if Dan was there, he would always come out and talk to them, even if it was for 5 minutes, because he loved them so much. And even with Tony, and just having a father figure in his life definitely meant a lot to him. I know he had dreams of wanting to become a rapper in 2015. He said he wanted to go to New York. I really don't know what happened to that, but that was his goal, though, was to go to New York and start singing. I know there was a lot of arguments and fights growing up with brothers, but I know at the end of the day, with everything put aside, he loved everybody, and he loved his brothers, and he loved his mom, and he loved his family. Dan was the main reason why I got into WWE too. I remember I was in 3rd grade. I was with my mom in my room and I was going to bed, but I had to watch TV to go to bed. Dan was the main reason why I got into WWE too. I remember I was in 3rd grade. I was with my mom in my room and I was going to bed, but I had to watch TV to go to bed. And he came in the room and talked about WWE. And growing up, he always said, "You can't see me," and I never understood it back then. But now, obviously, I do. But he told my mom, "Oh, Monday Night Raw is on. You should check that out." Or had Jared watch it. And it's so weird to think that he was the one who did it, because it became a huge part of my life. And if it wasn't for him saying that, I would not know where my life and goals and dreams and all that would even be at. So I wanted to say thank you to him for that. But to close this out, I did write a part that I really wanted to read. So if there's one thing that I want everybody to take away from today, is that when you see someone struggling with addiction, depression, anxiety, I pray for each and every one of you guys to say something nice to them. Uplift them, don't shun them out and call them trashy people. They are human beings just like me and you. They are already struggling as it is. Give them a compliment and ask them how they're doing. It takes 5 seconds to send a simple message of, "Hey, how are you? How are you doing?" in 1 year, there's 365 days, and 5 seconds out of 365 days can really impact and make someone feel a lot better about themselves, because you never know if they're ever thinking about you or not, and just reaching out can be very powerful. And being a good person isn't just following the rules and following the law, it's also giving to people. It's what kind of value are you giving to someone, and even just uplifting people and giving them positive vibes rather than negative vibes is something that you can always do to give. It doesn't have to be money, it doesn't have to be materialistic objects. You can give something as simple as, I like your shirt, I like your shoes, I like your makeup. Anything that it is just giving more value into people's life and spreading positivity rather than that. Because I know we all see people and we probably do like their shoes, but we don't really say anything. But maybe if we did, maybe the world could be filled with more love and positivity. And it just takes a simple compliment, and it really can go a long way. It really can go a long way. I wanted to read this quote that Mike Malek, Dan really liked that, and I wanted to read a quote that he put in one of his books. It's to the person who has never suffered, may you understand the luxury and privilege you have been awarded in this life. May you also, I pray, that you also see the importance and the ability for yourself to spread the light that you have been given to the people less fortunate. And understand, if you know someone out there struggling with depression or anxiety or addiction or self-harm, I urge you to find a way to add some type of value in their life. And that usually comes with self-discovery, patience, just trying a little bit harder to be empathetic on what that person's going through, because it's not easy. And I know he was going through a lot, and it sucks that he had to, but we're all human beings and we all do go through things. And even there's sometimes everybody does go through things, so simple just how are you doing really does affect. I know when people ask you how you're doing, the normal thing is just to say good, but I really want people to start being more honest. And if you really are going through something, it's okay to tell people that you are going through something. If you're going through an addiction or depression, or if just the day isn't going good, you don't have to feel like you have to say good, because that's what you don't want the discussion to open up, because it really could change your life if someone helps you out about, oh, I thought this went up.